Hello, hello. How are you?
I live here for 6 years. I work as a clinical pharmacist in Dr. Sulaiman Al Habib Hospital in neonatal intensive care unit. And I joined because I have the IELTS and they want to improve my level.
Great. Yes.
And I am from Alexandria also.
Amazing. Hey guys, most of you are from Alexandria. Yeah? Is it a coincidence or what? Most of you are from Alexandria. Mohammed, you're from the same town, same city, same house, aren't you? Mohammed? Mohammed?
Sorry, which Muhammad? Muhammad Eid?
Yeah, Mohammed, yes, Mohammed Eid, I believe. We don't have too many Mohammeds here.
Okay, perfect. Assalamu alaikum. Hello, everyone. My name is Muhammad Eid.
Alaikum salam, Mohammed. Please go ahead.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Eid. I'm originally from Cairo and I'm currently based in Riyadh for the last more or less, let's say, around 5 years. I'm the husband of Al-Zahra. She will talk later, inshallah. I am graduated from the Faculty of Engineering, Helwani University. Mainly, my main career is telecommunications. I started my career in Egypt for a couple of years as a system integrator. Then I moved to, let's say, a Chinese company where I gained a different type of experience, mainly about sometimes, let's say, part-time trainer, sometimes as a site supervisor, and so on.
Impressive.
Then I take a step forward in my career, moving to the, let's say, the pre-sale system design of the networks, mainly in optical transmission network. My main objective from this course is to be ready for the general IELTS. Let's say, in terms of background about IELTS, it's, let's say, almost null, or I have a minor experience about the IELTS, so I wish after this course I will be able to, let's say, to apply for the exam and pass it. That's all.
Very soon, inshallah. So you haven't been through the test before, right?
Never.
Okay, great. Nice to see you, Mohammed. And by the way, your English is very promising. Yeah?
Thank you.
So reassuring, and it's very promising. I can tell that you can easily get now, if you work really hard, you can start with a band score 7 easily. So once you get the techniques and the strategies, you can easily get a band score 7. Your oral presentation could easily tell. Yeah? And so many other people here too. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. So this course is really promising. Ashwaq, how are you?
Fine. How are you, Hind? And good evening, all. My name is Ashwaq Youssef. I'm 37 old. I am married and have 3 children. I'm graduated from Faculty of Pharmacy in 2003, Cairo University. I'm originally from Damietta. I worked in a medical company as a medical representative. I started my career in 2006 and till now. My objective from this course to improve my English language, to be more fluent, and inshallah all of us will achieve our target. I hope that.
Inshallah. Ashwaq, your English has improved since the last time we talked together. I didn't get that good impression first when we talked and we discussed issues, you know?
Thank you, Hind.
Were you too fine the first time?
But maybe the last time was the first time, and now maybe a special communication.
Yes, definitely. Yes. Thank you very much, dear. Marwa, are you there? Marwa? Marwa, are you there? Galaxy?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, Marwa, please go ahead and introduce yourself, my best friend.
Yeah, good evening for all. How are you? I'm Marwa Said. I'm working in MSD company as a senior PSR in specialty line. I have been lived in Saudi Arabia. I lived in Saudi Arabia since 11 years. I'm married, have 4 children. I'm pharmacist, graduated from Tanta University. Even I'm from Cairo, but I spent all my 5 years in Tanta University.
Yeah.
Then after marriage, I came here directly in Saudi Arabia.
Hey,
I started my career from 2007.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as a medical representative.
See, Mohammed, Abdul Hamid, as I told you, you have a lot of colleagues. Did you meet them or not yet? Thank you very much, Marwa.
Thank you.
Now you got to know that you have colleagues as well, right? Ashwaq and Marwa are colleagues in the same.
I met it now.
Hi, Abdul Hamid. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
They have the same profession of yours. So come on, please. Okay. So did everyone introduce him and or herself? Yes. Who didn't?
I'm not introduced
Zahra,
myself.
you joined then. Hello, Zahra.
Hi.
How are you, dear?
Alhamdulillah.
You're Mohammed's wife, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
I am Zahra Manjoud. I am from Egypt, from Cairo. I'm graduated from Faculty of Computer Science and Information System, 2007. I have been in Saudi. I have lived in Saudi Arabia since 4 years. I am Mohammed Zaid's wife. I worked as a computer programmer, but now I'm not working because I take care for my children. I have 2 children. That's all.
Okay, nice to meet you, Zahra.
Sorry,
guys, mashallah, Yani, I can tell that your English is really encouraging and your level is promising because, you know, I didn't get that impression once I talked to most of you. I felt like you're, you know, in the beginning of the intermediate level, but now I have a very cool heart. My heart is very cool down with your levels telling me that, well, it won't be a very hard task for both of us or for both parties, myself and you as well, okay? Yalla, النهارده inshallah I will try, listen, let's make an agreement, okay? And I will sign, you guys will sign a contract that I will send you soon. I or Asma will send you the contract on which you'll have to sign down, saying that first, I'll have to speak in English all time long, and I mean it, okay? Because this is a very golden chance to keep on practicing, especially for those who are not practicing the English language at home or at work, all right? Especially also for those who are practicing only terminology at work. They face a very big problem that they don't practice everyday English language. They only practice terminology that is related to their career, okay? Which definitely the IELTS is not testing. So this is number 1. Number 2, I want you guys please to start practicing the English language. How would I practice the English language? You guys know that the IELTS has 4 main components, which is the 4 main skills that we're going to elaborate later on. But in a brief, I'm going to tell you the 4 skills that the IELTS is examining are reading, listening, speaking, and writing. So how would I practice? This is your task. I will give you some tasks, daily tasks on which you have to work very hard, okay? You have to read, listen, speak, and write. The 4 components together, and we have to integrate all these 4 components so that we get a better foundation, better English foundation on which we can build whatever we want to build on. Vocabulary, grammar, spelling, and whatever lessons, yes, whatever lessons we're going to learn together, okay? Another thing is that you have to give at least or assign at least 2 hours daily for English practice. This is including the assignment that you will be given every day. Assignment means homework. Number 4, which is really important, Number 4, which is very important, I just would like, just a minute, please. Number 4, which is really important. Some people may think that it's really difficult for them to get whatever I'm saying, okay? Maybe it's because of the accent, dialect, or because their ear is not yet used to the English language. Well, let me reassure you and say that that's fine. You don't have to understand each and every word in English in the beginning, but later on, make sure that whatever you don't understand, you have to pause, stop me, and tell me that you didn't get what I'm saying, okay? For a further repetition or a further understanding to whatever I've explained, okay? Agree?
Yes.
You guys agree?
Yes.
Great. Don't be afraid of using your microphones. Keep your microphones open. That's fine, as long as there's no noise in the background. Keep your microphones open as long as there's no noise. I want you guys to interact, talk, and give me ideas. Try to enrich the others' ideas as much as possible. And I can guarantee, inshallah, by Allah's will, that this course will be one of the most amazing courses you will have throughout your life, okay? Inshallah. And beneficial as well, inshallah, okay? And definitely it will be with the help of Asma. Oh, she's a great assistant, you don't know, okay? So let's start now with the IELTS orientation. Who has taken this test before? Anyone?
Yes, me, I have been.
I took it on January.
One by one. Who are you? Ala.
Ale.
Took it before? Can I ask
January.
you what was your score band?
It was 6.5.
6.5, general or academic, Ala?
General.
General. Who else took the test?
Me, Nazish.
Oh, Nazish, you had it before?
Yeah, but I didn't prepare for it in Pakistan, yeah.
And what was your total band score?
It was 6.
Okay, general too, right?
Yes.
Okay, my last question to you guys before I start my orientation. Is anyone aiming to take the IELTS academic module?
Yeah.
Academic?
Academic.
Rida,
Yeah.
academic, okay. Only Rida is the one who will take the academic module. All right, so you guys want to take the IELTS for immigration purposes, right? And others, I have two people here who are aiming to improve their language, not for anything else, which is, I think, choosing the IELTS course is the best way to improve your language. Do you know why? Who can answer this question? Why do you think the IELTS preparation course is the best to improve your language? Anyone?
Yes, and
Yes, Ashwaq.
Yeah.
I think that, and after the discussion with you, that IELTS is one of the tests that will prepare you to be ready to speak English in any country, foreign country. So here we will take the basics to be fluent in English and to be easy to communicate with any person that speaks English.
Excellent, correct. You're very correct. You're right. Because you guys don't know, the IELTS exam is mainly, I really wish that my board is clear. Can you guys see my board clearly?
Yeah.
I write something on the board. Can you see it clearly?
Yes, it's clear.
Clear.
Great. So today, inshallah, we're going to talk about the IELTS, and I will prove that the IELTS is a language test. Why? Because simply the word IELTS is an abbreviation of I is for International English Language.
Mrs. Hind, we cannot see.
Okay, a minute, please. English Language Testing System. Okay? You can't see the board? Oh, well, all you have to do...
No, we could see the board, but the point that as long as all of us are in unmute phase, whenever there is a background noise for any of us, he will be the main, let's say, instructor, and he will take the main screen.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thanks to technology, Mr. Mohammed. Here we have a technology man. Don't forget this. So whatever technology, inshallah, Mr. Mohammed will help us all with that. But let me give you another tip. I have nothing to do with technology. I'm not that good. But you know what? If you just click on my picture, you will have it on full screen mode. Just click on my image, all right, to create a larger active video. Okay, did you try it? Is it better now?
Yeah, I think.
Yes,
Much better.
I get it.
Okay. So, experience beats technology, yeah? I don't mean...
Not that much.
Just kidding. Okay. So again, IELTS, which is the abbreviation of International English Language Testing System. So the system here is mainly about the test here is mainly about the English language. They are not testing anything but your English language, whether you will be able to introduce or talk and express your thoughts and ideas, whether you will be able to listen to the English language carefully, and whether you will be able to understand whatever you're getting or not, whether you can express yourself by words and creating image by letters or not, and finally, whether you can speak and interact with people around. So we have 4 main components. Remember, the IELTS test has 4 main components. What are they? And by the way, these 4 main components are the components of every language. Any language in the whole world, English, Arabic, Urdu, Hindi, any other language is divided into 4 main parts: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. Let me write them down. Here we'll have the speaking, reading, listening, and writing. Okay, and now let's move to the test itself and how is it divided, or what are the modules. The test, or the IELTS test, is divided into 2 modules, or it has 2 modules. One of them is the Asma. Would you please tell me?
Okay, we have the general module and the academic one.
Yes. Why do you take the academic one?
I'm sorry?
Why do we take the academic module?
Maybe we want to apply for some studies in a university, so it is somewhat different from the general one. It is different actually in the writing task one, and some reading, maybe task 2 or 3.
Yes, correct. So mainly, if you're seeking, you know that the IELTS test is mainly for either to study abroad or to immigrate. Oh, yeah, it's for immigration or to study abroad. It's mainly for these purposes. So if you want to immigrate, you need to take the IELTS General. If you need to take to study abroad and to join any of the universities overseas, then you have to take the academic module. Okay. Well, let me tell you something, because this is our first meeting on Zoom. This meeting will last only for 40 minutes. We have 10 minutes left in these 40 minutes. After we finish this session, I'll give you 5 minutes as a break, and then we'll come back to the same room number of mine. Okay? Do you guys have it written? My same room number of mine?
Yeah.
I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. 5 minutes break to have a cup of tea, cup of water, or whatever you like to. Okay? And then we'll meet exactly after 5 minutes for session 2. And every time we'll take 3 sessions. Session 1, 2, and 3. Sometimes I'll give you a break other times I won't. Okay, I'll try as much as possible to be like join ideas and accumulate new ideas together. Okay, so here we'll have the reading, speaking, listening, and writing. These 4 components will be included in both modules, the general module and the academic one. Got it? Okay, great. By the way, for the test, there is no big difference between the general and the academic. The main concern, the big difference between them is the writing task 1, only task 1, because the writing has 2 tasks, task 1 and task 2. For the writing, the only difference is task 1, and for the reading, the type of the passage itself may be a little bit different, especially in passage 3. Okay, it will be more academic and more scientific. All right, let's talk about each and every component. If you're going to take this test, first of all, you may take the speaking test in a separate time, like in the morning, and then you will conduct the rest of the paper here. These will be in one paper. So the reading, the listening, and the writing will be all joined in one paper. For the speaking, you will take it separately. Okay? So you either take it in the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, or before or after the test. Depends on whether the IDP or the British Council depend on their policy. Okay? Now let's move to something else, which is the speaking part, reading part, listening part, and the reading part. Well, overall, this test's duration is speaking won't exceed 15 minutes maximum. Okay? Reading, listening, writing, let's say that the reading takes an hour. The writing takes an hour. And the listening takes 40 minutes. 40 minutes, including 30 minutes of listening and 10 minutes to transfer your answer from the question paper to the answer sheet. Okay? Let's see the most important techniques for the speaking. I'll move quickly to the most important tips that we must follow in order to start practicing our speaking and start improving it. Because I know that most of you have complained, saying that, well, I have very good vocabulary, very good grammar rules, and many of these rules are already in my mind, but I cannot apply them. Or whenever I have much vocabulary in my mind, but whenever I start applying or using them, I feel like they are flying away and I cannot make sentences out of the vocabulary that I already have. Can I ask a question? Does anyone find difficulty in understanding what I say?
And I'm sorry, I didn't see you at all. What? Yeah, now I see you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you appear.
So again, Marwa, make sure you just click on the image, on my image.
I may click, but oh yeah, you are. I think the pictures there is a problem in it. Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Okay, so again, Marwa, make sure you click on my image so that I will show on the main image. All right?
Comment from technology point of view that even if we made, let's say, full screen for the instructor, whenever anyone is speaking, he became as if he's the main instructor and we lose the screen.
Sure,
we lose the whiteboard.
Yes, I know that. Don't worry. Thank you very much, Mohammed. So again, let's continue. For the speaking part, as I said before, the speaking, you will have 3 main sections, all right? For the speaking part, you will be given 3 main sections. Section 1, Section 2, Section 3, and Section 4, okay? What is the difference between them? Section 1, Section 2, and Section 3. For Section 1, all you have to do is to keep on speaking and speaking and speaking. Why? Because in this section, you will be given some questions, a few questions, on which you have to give an answer. These questions are mainly have to do with everyday English and everyday topics. Like what? Like, for example, shopping. Like your favorite style of clothes. Like cooking. Your favorite hobby. Your neighborhood. your role model in life, and so on. The topics that we keep on talking every day, yeah, we keep on talking about every day, these topics. Now on, you need to practice these topics as much as possible. Keep on talking. The point is that, how would I practice if I don't have a partner? Because most of the people find it difficult, so that they run to the groups, Facebook groups, and the WhatsApp groups asking for a partner. Please, I need a partner to practice English with me. Well, no, you don't have a problem with that. If you don't have a partner, like a spouse, a son, a daughter, a friend, a neighbor, well, that's fine. Yourself could be your own partner. How's that? Talk to yourself throughout the day. Later on, by time, you yourself will understand that you're saying something wrong. Also, you can record your whatever presentation. Talk about something. Listen to yourself later on. And subhanAllah, there's a very, a very strange technique that happens in our mind while listening to ourselves. You will get the chance to listen to yourself as if it's someone else who's talking. So you can easily judge yourself and comment on yourself and you can simply spot, I won't say all of your mistakes, but at least some of the mistakes. And the more you're going to practice English, the easier the easier it will be for finding out your mistakes. Okay? So again, back to my speaking part. For the speaking part, first of all, I need to be familiar with everyday topics. She will give you 3 to 4 topics, which is quite nice number. 3 to 4, like for example, what's your neighborhood? Do you like it or not? Again, what's your neighborhood? Do you like it or not? Why? And then, what do you like best about it, or what you don't like about it? Also, if you would like to change this location or neighborhood, where would you like to live and why? See, these types of questions are very common questions that the problem is that these types of questions may not come to your mind. Yeah, if you're just leading a very normal life, maybe these questions do not jump to your mind, and you will be surprised that someone is asking you. Well, this is the end of the session because it's going to end in seconds. I'll meet you in 5 minutes, okay? We'll continue talking about the speaking part, all right? Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. See you in 5 minutes. Bye.